Welcome to Body Basics, and I am your web mistress, Sherrille. Welcome to the next edition of Question of the Week. Now, first I've got to say, I did not intend on actually taping this week because there was a lot of things that happened that were very disturbing. But I had a prayer with the Creator, and I said, listen, you have to impress upon my heart what I feel or you feel is appropriate for me to do this week. So instead of doing the regular programming of Question of the Week, I've decided instead of answering a question, I'm going to ask a question. Now, everyone knows that, or if you do not know, in the past I've mentioned that as far as I'm concerned, health and wellness is not just a one-dimensional concept. Health and wellness is a mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical combination in order to successfully be a whole individual. So this time we're going to talk about the emotional, the spiritual, and the mental. So, the question is, when you leave this plane, when you die, what would you like to be remembered for? Or what imprint would you like to leave upon this plane? Now, that's a loaded question because a lot of people don't even think in that concept. We live in a society where people are much more concerned with monetary situations. They're only talking about or concerning themselves with things that are tangible in this particular place and time. And they really don't even, fathom that anything could be beyond what they are feeling in the monetary sense. But facts state that only two things that are for sure in this lifetime: we're born and we're going to die. Unfortunately, these are the things that are truths. So, if we know that these are two basic truths, then what do you want to leave as an imprint on this world before you leave? Well, I'm going to, talk briefly about a friend of mine who inspired partially this question and this situation. A young lady that I trained, her name was Lexi Kammerman from Chicago, Illinois. Beautiful, vibrant, fearless, and just incredible spirit. She was barely, she wasn't even in her 30s when I met her. And she had a zeal for life and she had a compassion for people. She had worked in Africa physically helping people, wanting to be a part of being a solution to many people's issues instead of creating more problems. Literally an inspiration because many people talk about all the things that they're going to do and would like to do, but rarely do they actually physically, tangibly do those things. And it's inspiring and it's refreshing to meet people who, instead of talking the talk, literally walk the walk. And she was one of those type of people. And unfortunately, she, in the process of trying to help others, died tragically in a suicide bombing in Afghanistan. So, this, as well as, considering the observance of Martin Luther King's memorial, who was also another great person who had done wonderful works. In inspiration of both of these people, one well known and one not so well known, but the acts of an individual, no matter how small, how unknown to the masses, if it's good works, it should be remembered and respected. And I'm not telling anyone how to live their lives. I'm not judging anybody about their choices. But I'm just asking you a simple question. And you all are free to answer on